Sean B. Stoller in the building. Do you feel? Hey, check it out now. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to conversate about. You feel me? It's like DJ Akademiks, he did make an apology. You know what I'm saying? Akademiks definitely made an apology, right? But the thing of it is, you got to look at it. Why did he make that apology, right? Why did he feel compelled to really come out here and really make that apology? And the thing of it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can think that because you have certain type of followings, you can think that because you've been in the game over 10 years, you know what I'm saying? You can really feel yourself to a degree where you feel like, man, I'm untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I've been up against Titans and I prevailed. I won. But you got to know one thing. If you take anything from this academic situation, it's clearly showing you that you're not bigger than the program, you're not bigger than the matrix. And it's on top of all of that. Here in America, when you talk about minors, when you talk about grooming, when you talk about, being manipulated, that's a whole different thing. Do you feel and it's when I really think about the academic situation, right? I look at it like this. This man, he been in the game, like I said, over 10 years. He definitely built up, his platform and different entities and corporations and sponsors that he have had continuously, at this point still have to a degree. I have heard that some sponsors have left him. I have also, I even went to Twitter myself, not Twitter. I also went to Twitch myself because I have a Twitch account. Shout out to everybody on Twitch too. I did show that he definitely shows his account is definitely not active. Now, will he get it back? Right now, currently, they're saying that DJ Akademiks is banned on Twitch. Will he get that account back? I don't know. But one thing I can tell you, man, you have to understand. See, this is a thing, right? You got to understand how to read the room. I've been saying this. I've been on YouTube, for a little while. And you have to learn how to read the room. When I say be the realest in the room, I'm not literally meaning the room I'm sitting in. It's a metaphor for life. You have to understand your position, your value. You feel me? You have to understand, okay, boom, if I say certain things, if I got a certain level of followers, if I have a certain amount of people that watch me, that a lot of people that comment on my channel, especially talk about, social media platforms, you have to understand as your channel grows, you have to develop, you have to understand what that responsibility is. You can't be on here talking reckless all the time. You feel me? Now, you could do it within a certain space, but when you come to minors, like my last live, when it comes to minors, whether, it's been said before, regardless if, other people have said things before you. You have to understand a couple of things. You have to understand a couple of things. And those couple of things are, of course, will your skin tone come into play? Possible, right? We not fools out here, right? Okay, that's one. Two, do you own the platform you on? Just because other people may have done it, how do you know that you got that, you got that clearance, you got that, that leverage that you think that you untouchable? See, it's funny, right? I talk this a lot on my channel. You can tell a lot about a person when they get successful, when they become successful, when they make a lot of money. You got to understand that a lot of times people don't show you who they truly are when they struggling or when they trying to build something up because they trying to, play their position, build themselves up, you know what I mean, until they get in position. You can really truly know a person once they make it to wherever level in life or they feel comfortable in life. Now their real personality is going to show because they don't have nothing behind them holding them back. They're in position. You feel what I'm saying? So when I think of Akademiks, man, do I watch his content or have I watched this content? Yes, I have. You know what I'm saying? On and off. But one thing I noticed of lately is that I personally feel like he just been too big for his britches. You feel me? He been feeling like, you know what I'm saying? He out here and he just a mafioso type, in the sense of, being a big platform, social media, you feel me? A lot of, like he said, a lot of the record execs come to him to help promote their artists or, you know what I mean? Have their artists get a certain look, different YouTubers and Twitchers and, you know what I mean? Different people with different social media platforms go to him to help boost their platform or their career, right? So when that happens, that person that's promoting them is going to do one or two things. For me personally, the way I take it, it's going to eventually your head is going to get big. And depending on how you respond and how you treat that new fame, or you done got to a certain level of life where certain people have to come through you, now you get to, you feel me? You get to puffing up your shoulders. You know what I mean? You get to like really lean into who you are or who you feel like how you want to be presented in front of certain individuals. Follow me, man. I tell y'all, man, follow that cab. I'm gonna get you to your destination. Do you feel? Smash up them likes as you come on in. Smash up them likes. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to everybody on X. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We've got a few Twitch folks up in here from Twitch. I appreciate y'all tonight. Big shout out to X, man. Y'all show me so much love on X, man. I'm gonna make sure I do special videos for y'all on X, but I gotta tell you, man. Definitely gotta tell you. This is just when I think of this academic situation, the apology. First of all, that first apology that Akademiks did, it was very lackluster. It was very lackluster because in that apology, he was quick to say, man, and any podcasters, YouTubers, y'all get to talking about me, like he said, when he come after you, he only trying to give you headshots. So make sure you go for the head. That's what he said on his first apology, right? You know what I mean? He was still puffing his shoulders up like, I'm Big Act. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, or within the next day, right? You hear about, people putting was it a petition together or, trying to get him, canceled. And then you hear about sponsors issues. You hear about certain artists leaving him. He come back online and say, hey, man, some of this stuff is not true. But if y'all go back and watch my last live when I talked about this, I was clearly saying the same thing I'm going to say tonight. When you talk about minors, see, a lot of people get the game twisted. It doesn't matter what the minors say to you. As an adult, let me break it down to you. For those who don't get this, let me say it again. When the minor respond, even if they respond in an inappropriate way, if you the adult, you can't respond in the same mannerisms as a minor would, because the minor is being protected because they're a minor. But you being the adult, you're going to get all the blame. Doesn't matter who did it in the past, who was doing this years ago and on this person's stream. No, bruh. You got to understand, read the room. What's going on right now? We have the Diddy case. That what is the Diddy case is talking about, right? Talking about a minor, and you know what I'm saying? Somebody at the club, she can't remember this, can't remember that. My whole point is you got to read the room. You got to understand, hey, man, what was cool 2 years ago, what was cool in 2024, you can't do in 2025. Do you feel? Got to understand that. You got to understand that. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like when people be like, "Oh man, oh y'all going after Act, other people said worse things." Okay, but we're not talking about other people right now. The spotlight is on you, Big Act. DJ Akademiks who don't spin no records, do you? And if you say you the big dog, right? If you say you the big dog, right? Then guess this how it goes. They don't go for the low hanging fruit guy. They gonna come to the big guy. And that's why, in my opinion, academics, this is why you getting all the smoke. I mean, but let's keep it real, man. Where is it cool to talk to a minor in that type of conversation? And it's funny, right? Because what Ack was saying originally, when all this really popped off, he was saying how that's like his little brother and yada yada. But that's not your brother, dog. See, if it was your real bloodline family member, you can probably get away with this because how you do what you do in your household with your actual family members, that's how y'all do your family. But this is not your real family. And he's a minor. You have to be conscious of that if you plan on having millions of subscribers, millions and millions of views, where you touching different people in different countries and different walks of life. See, this thing come with a responsibility. Once you get to a certain level, you have to understand your position. You can't move like a small YouTuber because your reach is farther. That's why this video was called, you know what I'm saying? Life will learn you. And this is part 2. Do you? I gotta go back and watch my stuff, man. I talked about something, not this type of situation with Act, but his last situation about a year ago. That was part 1 of Life Will Learn You. You know what I'm saying? I put that out last year. Y'all ain't hearing me though. You feel me? That's why this is part 2. Last year when I was talking about the situation when Ack had the situation with the young lady, and y'all can do y'all research on that. I ain't going back that far, but if you go back and watch my first live about Life Will Learn You, part 1 about academics, I was clearly referencing not this type of situation, but just understanding your position, understanding that once you get a certain amount of followers, when you get a certain type of notoriety, when people start coming to you, corporations start coming to you, doing business with you, you gotta understand, man, you can't move how you was moving when you was doing Chirac. Cause you're not that little Act no more. But it might happen again. You might have to start all over again. I don't know. Will academics get canceled? I don't know that answer. But will it be some major changes on how he come and approach the microphone? I hope so. I hope, if Act does not get canceled, He has to change up his flow. Because I talk a lot about when you trying to present yourself and build yourself up, to either work with a corporation or to become the corporation. The first thing you need to know is that your reputation is everything. What you known for, what you're popular for is everything. Do you? Too much game, man. I'm giving y'all too much sauce, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Come on, man. Who giving y'all real sauce like this on the mic, man? You feel me? Smash up them likes, hit that subscribe button. If you new to my channel, let this be a warning or let this be a learning lesson for any future YouTubers, Twitcher, Xer, whatever platform you plan on to do. One thing I want you to understand, it don't matter what age you are. Once you start getting a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers, getting a lot of views, millions of views, you got to understand, man, you can't just get out here and just say anything. You have to understand that if you want to be the big dog, you got to also understand it come at a cost. Because everybody going to watch you. And Akademiks clearly been saying, he's the most hated streamer. Yeah, the way it's looking right now, he might be true. So that even should make you even be more on your game. More of, okay, I'm not going to give you a certain type of conversation, or I'm going to try to protect myself by not doing foolish things like talking reckless and sexual with a minor. Do you? Shout out to Queen Shay, man. Shout out to Queen Shay. She one of my loyal ones. You know what I'm saying? They usually come on here every time I go live. What's up with you, baby girl? And it's like, do I feel sorry for Akademiks? Me personally, being a grown man? No, I don't. That's just how I feel. Because I personally feel like once you get in position, you understand your position, you got to know how to play your position. So don't ask for something like that, like the old saying is. Feel me? That old saying is, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Now you got to take what comes with it. Do you feel? Huh? You got to take what comes with it. That's the problem. See, everybody want to shine. Everybody want the money. You want the views. You want the followers. You want the subscribers. Then you get to crying because you get out here and get reckless. You get too big for your britches. You get out here and say that, hey, man, I can't be touched. You can't cancel something you didn't build. Well, look how it's going for you now, Akademiks. Yeah, you're going to get this grown man work tonight, man. You're going to get this grown man work tonight. Because it need to be said. It need to be said. Because think of it like this, right? What if that was your daughter, your son? And I know a lot of people want to say, where was the parents at? But let's keep it real, man. I mean, with this situation, I know it's a little bit different because this young man is out in Malaysia, from my understanding. But let's backtrack a little bit, right? Any parents, anybody that's a parent, do you really check your kid's phone? You know what I'm saying? That the Nintendo Switch or uh the Xbox, PlayStation, are you really going through every time they go online or access this? Are you truly watching that? Now let's keep it real. If you in United States, especially if you in California. It's so expensive out here. You work a lot of hours, depending on your home structure. If it's the both parents in the house, that's a big issue. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so busy working, trying to make sure. I'm not making excuses, but this is the reality. You know what I'm saying? So if you in California, it take a lot to maintain and live a certain type of lifestyle. So when do you have the time to really go through your kids' cell phone, tablet, iPad, iPhone, iWatch, Kindle? You feel me? When are you really have time to really go through there and dissect whatever device they're using to make sure what they're going or what a website they're accessing is age appropriate? You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing to me outside of the parents, right, is the fact that you are the adult. See, that's why I come on here and I talk from a grown person point of view. First of all, I'm a grown ass man. Two, you the one that hold all the liability. See, when you a kid and you under a certain age, if you go out there and let's say you go steal out of a 7-Eleven or your local convenience store, depending on the value and everything, they may just call your parents, they may just give you a slap on the wrist and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, don't do it again. But once you become an adult, all that goes away. They not finna call nobody but the police. Oh man, I was just trying to get a Slurpee. I didn't have the money for it, right? But now they taking you to jail. They're not going to treat you like a minor. They're going to treat you like an adult. Your charges is going to be like an adult. But when you a minor, you have a little leeway. You have, a limited amount of time that they can hold you before your parents come, before your guardian come. You feel me? But once you an adult, all those parameters, those, you know what I'm saying, those life bumpers are released. You know how you go to, you ever go to a bowling alley and they got the little safety guard so the ball, so your bowling ball doesn't get, if you throw it, it doesn't go in the gutter. That's kind of like how life is for minors to a degree. When it's like having those having those bumpers, alcohol bumpers of life where they want to allow you up to a certain age depending on their circumstance, of course, right? But just in general, I'm speaking, you have those bumpers up there where depending on the crime, you get a slap on the wrist or you get a short amount of time, you get to go home. Once you're an adult, all those bumpers come off. Now you in there, you going to jail with some grown ass men doing some serious time, and nobody care about you just a young adult. No. So my point of saying that is this: when you are the adult in the room, you have to always be on point and understand who you talking to, especially if it's a minor. Like, you have to be conscious. You can't be that drunk. You can't be that high. You can't be that delusional where you just get like, oh man, I was up late. I was drinking too much, man. I was talking to my partner. He brought in a minor and we just got to talking. Like, what? Me personally, if it's a minor in anywhere, in any location I'm at, I'm trying to figure out, okay, what kind of setting is this? Where's the parents? I know what I'm not going to say, and I know how not I'm going to come close to anything of that nature. You feel me? That's just me protecting myself. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I don't even want to be around you because if you're a minor and you ain't related to me, you ain't my real blood family, I'm already on like, okay, defense. Let me get up out of here. You feel me? Because I don't want nobody saying I did anything, touched anything, said anything. You feel me? Inappropriate, anything. Most Americans, especially, you know what I'm saying, Black Americans, we know this. And I ain't knocking no other race. I'm just saying in general, the people I'm around all the time. When it's other people, kids in the room or things of that nature, I always keep my distance. Not saying that I'm going to try to do something. I just don't even want to be in a weird space or an angle or, you feel me? Having any type of minor feeling some type of way. So just imagine if we on a live stream and it's a minor in there. I'm not going to have certain conversations, and if it is certain type of conversations, I'm exiting quick. Now you telling me Akademiks doesn't know any of this? He been in the game, he said, over 10 years, right? That's why I don't make excuses for grown people, man. I don't make no excuses for no grown individual. Especially if you've been working in this particular business or profession, or you know what I mean, in this setting for years. So me, I'm not an excuse guy. If you're looking for excuses, I'm not one of those type. I don't even teach my kids that. I got a 6-year-old. Not she try to come to me and be like that. No, I don't want to hear no excuse. You either did or you didn't. Which one was it? Huh? You feel me? I'm just saying, man. I can't tell you how to run your household, but I just know how I run mine. Because I know once you become an adult and you go out into the world, nobody cares that you a baby in the house. This ID say you 21. So if you go out here and do some type of criminal activity, they're not going to say, oh, that's a minor. No, you finna get charged like a regular adult, and you're going to be in there with some grown ass individuals. Do you? Smash up them likes. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. I am Sean B. Stoller. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. Smash up them likes, y'all. You feel me? Smash up them likes and drop something in the Cash App, Super Chat. Show love to the channel, man. Show your appreciation, man. Who giving y'all this type of sauce right here? You understand me? And this not even a hate stream. This ain't me hating on academics. We just having a grown folk conversation. That's what we doing tonight. This ain't about hating nobody. I don't even know how to hate. That ain't even in my DNA. If I ever seen somebody doing better than me, I'm trying to figure out how to have a conversation so I can use some of that game to, you feel me, enhance my game. You feel me? So being a hater or something, no, that ain't what it is with me. But if I need to check something or something need to be checked and I feel like I need to speak on it, that's what I'm going to do. And that's why this live is cracking. Come on, man. You feel me? I'm just saying, man. And it's like in life, man, this is a clear example right here, man. You know, for me personally, I just don't get it. Maybe because I'm older, but I could never have that type of conversation with a 15-year-old. I don't care if I'm online. I don't care if it's a text, a tweet, or anything. That type of conversation that doesn't fly with me. I don't care how perking I am, how much I didn't had to drink, or how much Zaza I was smoking. I'm not going to entertain those type of conversations with a minor. It's just not going to happen. You won't find it. It's not going to happen with me. That's just what it is. I can guarantee that. Just because, first of all, like I said, when you're talking about underage individuals, my radar is already up. You feel me? My radar is up. Like, okay, why is this person here? Okay, What's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing I would be on. Like, okay, we got a minor here. We all adults. Why is this a minor right here? Like, what's the purpose of you being here? You know what I mean? It's like y'all, you know what I'm saying? You at a house party or something, or you and your folks, y'all gathering together, nice little function. Y'all have a couple of drinks, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might be have some trees, and just having grown folks conversations, yada yada, right? And then all of a sudden a 15-year-old walk in the room. You like, hold up. The first thing I'm gonna be like is like, okay, what's up? What you in here for? Who you looking for? You looking for your daddy or something? Your mama? I mean, your mama might be, hey, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? A 15-year-old walk in the room, all the antennas and everybody should be getting up. Like, okay, what are you in here for? Like, hey, what's up? Like this is grown folks' situation over here. What's going on with you? Oh, I just want to come in and kick it with y'all. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. No, no, no. You feel me? That's a no-go. No, 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 no. Exit stage left. Exit stage left. Nah, nah, nah. We don't get on like that, man. That's you know what I'm saying? I know in different countries, different ages, y'all drink different times. When I was in Mexico, I believe it was in Mexico, one of those countries I was in, it would, they drink at an early age. I want to say Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but here in America, nah, 21. That's even for tobacco. You got to be 21 out here, okay? And so my whole point of it is this, man. You have to be, first of all, my opinion about academics and that whole situation with the minor, it's just it for me. I didn't believe it until I seen the clips. Cause I'm like, nah, not Ak ain't. He's supposed to be in tune with, you know what I'm saying? With hip hop culture and just having an understanding like, hey man, you already see what's going on with the Diddy situation, the R. Kelly situation. You hear about all these different execs and you know what I'm saying, the list and all this crazy nonsense that's been coming out for the last few years. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to feel that comfortable, and then on top of that, you feel me? Look at your boy Drake. You the number one Drake stan is Akademiks. You feel me? When you think of Drake, Akademiks face you should be right on the front with him linked over to sleep. You feel me? But I'm saying that Akademiks should have known that the temperature right now, anything in that type of vein or anything that's involving minors, this is like, I mean, it's always should have been a no-go, but right now it's real sensitive. Like any of that type of stuff is sensitive right now. I ain't condoning that. I ain't saying it's cool. Hell no. But I'm just saying, just for Act not even to read the room and understand that, hey man, you see Diddy got the situation. Excuse me. Excuse me. You see Diddy got the situation, right? You see, R. Kelly he was convicted, right? You even got the Jay-Z situation out there, which not looking on the up and up for whoever thought he was going to get convicted of some crazy nonsense of that, right? But that's a whole nother conversation, right? All right. Then you bring it up. Okay. Then you think about Drake. So come on, man. Akademiks, you should have known soon as that conversation start popping off like that, or you know what I mean, you start feeling you should have cut the line off, cut the stream, the live stream off. Like, hold up, man, I can't be involved. I shouldn't be engaging in any type of conversation with no minor. Like that should be common sense right there, bruh. So when you think about Twitch, shout out to Twitch too, man. From as of now, he's being banned on Twitch. Will he get his account back? I don't know. But obviously, Twitch felt some type of liability You know what I'm saying? That may come back to them. So that's the reason why they ban the account, right? That's usually how it goes. I mean, like I said, I don't know the backstory to this, but just in general, in any business, once you see that it's a big liability where it could be a lawsuit involved, it could, you know what I'm saying, where something can backlash to the corporation, the first thing they're going to do is delete the person or the thing that's making them a liability. Do you? You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing most corporations will do. I don't care where you work at. Any corporation is not looking to lose money. And on top of that, they definitely not trying to have their reputation slandered because of your recklessness, because of your behavior talking to a minor. Do you? Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta feel me on this one, man. Y'all gotta feel me on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing that can really actually, if you want to say something that can bring academics down, involving a minor, and if somehow this turns into a real case or something like that, federally or something like that. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying it's not like it's not a possibility, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's happening, but I'm just saying it's not like it cannot be a possibility when you're talking about a minor, and then you talk about the fact that this minor is overseas. I mean, I don't know the law about RICO and all that when you talk about these type of situations, but I'm just saying, hey, man, you know what I mean? Like you got to really think about that. And that's what's so shocking when I think about Akademiks, for the fact that, you know, his account been banned for a few times in the past. You know what I'm saying? You know, he has some lawsuits or possibly some lawsuits that he's already dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% sure on that, but based on the internet, I've been hearing about some things. You know, he's already dealing with some lawsuits. I believe he said that on his live a couple of times. So big act, man. Like, really? This what you doing? You really think you bigger than the program, man? You feel me? You really think you bigger than these platforms, man? Okay, okay. Like he said, you know, he did talk about saying it's a possibility he may have to open up his own stream or website or something like that. That might be the next spot for him to do, is for him to, you know, set up his own platform. Because I'm telling you right now, in the United States, you talking about minors and these type of conversations, bruh, bruh. You feel me? Like you got to really think about that, man. You got to really think about that. And it's like you would think that he will be more tapped in with that. You know what I'm saying? You would really think that. But obviously, that's not the case, man. Smash up them likes. Smash up them likes, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, the more I think of it, right? Do you think it's more of academics being thinking that he's bigger than the program, or do you believe this was done on purpose? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so you really ain't gonna get that out of me. But I'm just saying, is it a bigger play that we can't see that may be happening right now, or are they trying to deflect something else that they're working on, or you know, some type of major corporation? But to me, not really. I think this is all on academics on this one, y'all. I think it's all on him. Lisa, what you say? AK forgot even though he's in a Benz, he's still a yeah, he's still a ninja in a Benz. Hello. Hello. I started off my life mentioning that too. Let's see what else we got in here for nope. He should not, he should have been, oh, should have been children in the Discord. Yeah, it shouldn't have been children in the Discord, period. Yeah, I agree with that. It shouldn't have been. You know, excuse me, y'all. Getting over a cold too, so bear with me. But look, and that's my whole point. And I know I've been hearing things, I've been checking out a few different content creators. I glance and listen to other folks, and some people was like, oh, well, this kid was in other people's lives and they was talking even more crazier. I'm like, that doesn't matter, man. I talk so much about even, you're going to be in situations where it's not going to be fair. Life isn't fair. But it's all about how you approach a situation, how you analyze a situation. Then on top of that, you got to step back and look at yourself, who you are, and how that plays a part in the decision that's made around you. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, really listen to what I'm saying, man. I'm going around the mountain, but follow me, man. I'm getting you there. It's like you got to understand, man. Once you start making a certain amount of money, you get a certain level of fame, you start, going and start being in different type of spaces, locations where you're way bigger than the average. You're a public figure to a degree. You got to understand, man, not everybody is really going to like you. You feel me? For whatever their reason is. So my whole thing is don't give them a reason. Of course, you can't stop somebody from hating on you or disliking you or trying to find dirt on you. Of course, that's what haters do. But my thing is, I'm not going to make it easy for you. You feel me? See, this is real. See, when I talk about real life game, this is what I'm talking about. The thing about it is, everybody don't have to know all your moves. They definitely just should never know exactly how much money you make. That's I ain't big on that. That's that new y'all. That's that new generation, dog. I would never come on here and tell you exactly what I made. I don't care who it is. You feel me? My next wife, whoever I do marry, man, I'm I'm gonna have money already set aside in different names, different accounts. You understand me? It's just that's the reality of me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure you straight, but money gonna be delegated the way it's gonna be delegated. But hold up, that's a different conversation. Let's get back to topic, okay? You feel me? But anyway, my whole thing is once you start getting to a certain status, once you start being more popular, being more recognized, being in that elite space, we'll like to call a big dog. You feel me? Once you get to big dog status, you got to understand what that comes with. The snakes is going to get the slithering. You feel me? The scammers are going to get the scamming. The haters are going to get the hating. You feel me? The thoughts is going to get to thoughting, man. Do you? That's just how it goes, man. That's how it is. I mean, I didn't make these rules up. I'm just going to play the game the way the cards is dealt, and I'm gonna make sure I'm try to put myself in the best position to win at all times. That's what you want to do. You feel me? But unfortunately, some people, once they get in position, that's why I always say you don't really know somebody until they get to a certain financial bracket that they feel comfortable about. Okay, I finally made it. Because now you get to see the real personality of that person. See, when you trying to build yourself up, You just kind of go with the flow. You kind of just adapt to whatever you need to adapt to, right? But once you get to a certain status in life, now you can flex. Now you can be like, man, I ain't hearing that. How many viewers he got? Man, I ain't finna mention him. You feel me? What she say she won't do? Well, I can go get a better you. You feel me? Some people act like that once they get to a certain tax bracket. Now, on top of that, you combine the fact that, hey, they may not have been popular in school. You feel me? They probably was broke in college. They finally got some fame. They finally got a name. So now all them situations where they wanted to get the beautiful girl or had a fancy car, living in a big house. Now they finally able to get that, and now they gonna flex on you every chance they get. You ain't no big dog when you that type of mentality. Do you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I hope you catch what I'm kicking, because I'm definitely putting it down, man. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Some people, man, unfortunately, they true colors come out once they get in power or once they feel like they in a powerful position, whether it's based around finances, whether it's based around material things that they have accumulated, based on the relationships they have with certain type of individuals. See, that's when you see the true nature of a person to me. The only other time you see a true nature of a person is when they facing life or death situations. That's the other one, right? So it's like when you see somebody or if you know somebody and they finally get to a certain level in life and they be like, man, they like a they an asshole to you, or now they more uppity now. The way I take that is that they always been that way. It's just they didn't have the financial backing to match that mentality, so they had to play their position. But once they got in position, now you get to see their real personality, huh? A lot of people walking around here faking it, man, like they really like you, huh? You feel me? Y'all know what I'm saying. Some of y'all ladies, y'all be dealing with dudes that you normally wouldn't choose up on, but because you may have hit a hardship, you feel me? He had a nice car, he had a place to stay. You might have dealt with him for a little while. Yeah, I know. You feel what I'm saying? And some of the dudes, it's the same thing. You might just got out of jail. You feel me? Your girl kicked you out. Your mama told you she tired of you in the house, because you ain't nothing but a baby boy. You feel me? So you finally didn't got you you know what I'm saying? They got you a big chick, you know what I'm saying? And she had a place to stay. She always cooking all the time. She ain't really what you want, but she got a warm bed and she gonna give you some. Now you all up in the house eating up the mac and cheese. But as soon as you get in a better position in life, you like, I'm gone, baby. You feel me? But I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, man. A lot of people don't show you their true personality until they get in position. And with academics, to me, that's basically, to me, that's what he's showing. He's reckless. Because let's be honest, was he this reckless when he was trying to build himself up? I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I don't think so. Of course, he was probably lashing out, a few times, but in my opinion. And so once he got in position, anybody that probably shaded him back in the day, because I think I heard him say this on one of his lives a while ago. Because like I said, I watch him on and off. You know, he had said that a lot of people that was kind of like being shady to him when he was coming up. He was basically looking to get back at him for that, right? So the only time you get back at them is once you feel like what? You in position. Huh? Just saying, man. Just saying. But unfortunately, it seemed like at some point he got to a point where he would just got out of control, man. We all been there. But unfortunately, not everybody get out of control and get to talking reckless to a minor, though. That's a different thing. Do you? Smash up them likes, hit that subscribe. The Sean B. Stoll, if you're not familiar, all I bring to you is nothing but good game. Smash up them likes, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, man. You feel me? But we'll see, though. I just think that anybody thinking he's going to be canceled right now, I don't know how real that's going to be, y'all. Like I said, I'm not. It all depends on the people. If y'all the people speak and y'all saying y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done with academics, only the people can really answer that. I can't sit here and say it's going to happen that way, but we are in a new day. You know what I'm saying? We got a new president. Well, an old but new president, right? So things can change if you want them to. So, because like I said, the people is the ones who make you, but they can also be the ones to break you. Do you? Yeah, man. Because like Ack say, if you didn't help build this, you can't destroy this. Well, the people is the ones who built you, Akademiks. You should apologize sincerely the first time instead of coming back talking about YouTubers and you know what I mean. I only give out headshots. I'm like, who is this dude, man? I mean, I don't have nowhere close to many followers as he got, but dog, you feel me? If you want a digital squabble, we can do that, man. You feel me? I ain't scared of nothing, man, but God himself. You feel me? But I ain't saying that. I'm just saying in general, man. I'm just a competitive guy. I played sports my whole life, at least when I was a teenager. So don't try to ask me to come out, bruh. You feel me? I do a 4 hour live and I don't need to play no clips, no split screens, nothing. You feel me? But I'm just saying, man. But I don't want that, man. But I'm ready to squabble if you want to squabble, man. You feel me? Virtually, okay? Nothing physical. But we can squabble digitally if you want, if that's what you want, man. But not that. I'm just joking when I say that. But I'm just saying. I'm serious at the same time. Don't ever try to call me out. I don't care who you are. You feel me? We can chop it up any day of the week. But I'm just saying. That's just a competitive nature in me. You feel me? You know what I mean? I don't care how big you are. You feel me? Because I could be the smallest building standing next to twin towers. But guess what? You know how you bring down big buildings? You strap C4 to the bottom of them. Do you feel me? You feel me? I'm just saying. And that's just, a digital conversation. Hey, man, I ain't talking about nothing physical. I ain't about none of that, man. Especially talking about it on the internet. I would never discuss. What's up, Tiny? I'm just over here just top chopping it up now. You feel me? We just chopping it up, man. But in all seriousness, I'm just joking when I say that. Let me clear that up. This is a joke. Ha ha ha. Okay. Just a joke. But I'm just saying though. I'm a squabbler if you need to do a digital squabbler. You feel me? But anyway, I think overall though, Akademiks, man, you completely played yourself, bro. You completely played yourself. And we all been there to a degree. Not like this though. I mean, when I say played yourself, just mean how you just think you bigger than the program, you think you bigger than the matrix, and you could just get the flex and how you want to. And what happens is we all get humbled. But this type of humbling is unforgivable to a lot of people. And to me, be honest with you, talking about minors and in that type of conversation, bruh. Your jacket gonna have dirt on it. It's gonna have dirt on your jacket for the rest of your career, man. You feel me? For the rest of your career, you're gonna have that dirt on that smut on your jacket, and you can't get that off, Playboy. Nah, can't get that off. Can't say that's the Henny act. Oh, that was just the Hennessy. Nah, act. I done got drunk off Hennessy and lemonade a few times. You feel me? A few times, and I ain't never was like, nah, bruh. Nah. I don't get down like that. You feel me? Especially when you're American, FBA, you feel me? Even people overseas. I know it's folks, some of the overseas folks feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? We don't get down like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We do not get down like that. You know, it's not just Americans, anybody with some standards and the understanding and just have respect for yourself. Like, if you got kids around that age, would you want your kids talking to a grown adult in that type of conversation? You feel me? That's the point where I'm coming from with it. You feel me? Like, seriously, I mean, it's like, come on, man. You got to read the room, bruh. And once you see, you feel me? You see something underage coming there, it should be red lights like the police behind you. You feel me? Them cherry lights should be going off in your head. Like, hold up, wait a minute, who's this? Nah, bro, nah. I gotta go. If we gonna keep y'all gonna keep me online, I gotta get off of this, man. I don't like how this conversation is going, and I don't feel comfortable with a minor because that ain't your brother, bro. You could call him your brother, but that ain't your blood brother, man. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, look at the era we in right now. Anything involving minors right now, kids, little kids, come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that right now. I mean, you should never hear it, but I'm just saying, right now, this is a real sensitive topic. You got the Diddler out here. You had R. Kelly out here saying, my mind telling me no, but my body telling me yeah. Ooh, yeah. You feel me? You had R. Kelly out here talking like that. Then you got the videotape with Drake talking about, oh yeah, how old is you? You all on stage. Come on, man. Then you had the Jay-Z situation. Come on, man. Look at the time we in right now. Folks ain't trying to hear that. So act, you played yourself, bruh. And then for you not to come on here and really be genuine and sincere with your first apology, that just shows the arrogance on a whole nother level. So when you come back and do it, like they say, I don't know if you ever heard this act, but I'm going to give you another FBA quote, man. You know what I'm saying? Make your first impression the best impression, okay? You feel me? Because you can't remove that first impression of what they have for you. Like when you first meet somebody, that first impression they're going to remember that for the rest every time they see you. So for the fact that you gave the bootleg halfway type apology the first time, then you want to come back and try to be more sincere, we don't believe you. You need more people. Do you? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Come on, man. For real though, man. You know, and that's another thing, man. That's why I always say, you know, you got to be the realest in the room. And I'm going to say it again. When I say the realest in the room, I'm not physically talking about a room. I'm talking about wherever you at. Understanding your value, understanding, okay, what am I surrounding myself with? Okay, why am I here? What's the purpose of this? Okay, does this make sense to me? No. Like that's how a lot of people, at least for me, in my hustler mode, I'm always on hustle time and trying to get to a better understanding of things to use that for my leverage in life, right? So once you recognize, okay, or you was told this a 15-year-old, it should have been a bub light that went off in your head, like, okay, I'm not going to have certain type of conversations with a minor. You feel me? I don't care who have done this before. I'm not going there. And I'm going to make it clear in the conversation, like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this. Y'all talking a little. You know what I'm saying? If I was sitting in there, I would have been like, hey, man, I'm not comfortable with this this type of conversation. If y'all continue, I'm getting off the live stream. I'm not a part of this. I don't appreciate this. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I would make that clear because everything you do, especially online, is being recorded, dog. Whether you delete your live or not, it's already in the matrix. It's not coming out. And it's like, even with certain phones, I know with the iPhone and all that, even when you delete certain pictures, I hope y'all know that if they really need to pull those videos, those pictures, those text messages, they can still get them even after you deleted them. I hope you know that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Tesla, how the Tesla records everything. Literally, it records everything inside and outside the vehicle. Yeah, that's the same thing in this new digital world that we in, huh? Hello. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You gotta understand and read the room. The room right now, no. You got too many of diddlers out there. You know what I'm saying? You have all these different celebrities and people you hear about rumored to be around minors and acts and things of that nature. Bruh, you gotta understand that, bro. This is not the time to be playing around in that type of magnitude. And on top of that, of course, it's never okay. I'm not saying it's okay, period. But I'm just saying right now, even on top of that, this is not the time, man. Nobody want to hear that. Oh, we was just playing. Oh, that's my brother. That's my brother. That's my friend. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though. For real. Who'd you say, Tiny? Damn near fell out my bed. My mind telling me no, but my body telling me yeah. Ooh, yeah. you know, I'm just saying, man. And speaking of that, some people feel like R. Kelly gonna get out. Man, that man ain't never getting out. If y'all trying to take down academics, man, and you think R. Kelly finna get out, that bruh, hey, he ain't getting out, bruh. He done. It's a done dilly. Next thing you got up, it's the diddler diddy. It's the diddler diddy. The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. It's the diddler. That's the next one, man. Hey, man. That's why I say you gotta understand and read the room, man. Read the room. This is not the time for none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to pray. This is the time to whatever God or whoever you believe in. This is the time for that, because it's just been too reckless out here, man. 2025. I thought 2024. I was happy to get out of that year. I'm like, man, after the Cat Williams thing, I'm like, man, okay, all right. 2025 hit, man. It's like a bomb that went off already. And we only in January, y'all. We only in January. We barely almost out of this month, and look at all the stuff that then went down in January. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, we done had the fires out here, the LA fires. It's just been going down, man. For real. You know? Yeah, you're right. So why didn't anyone speak up? You know what? And when the little clip, I'm not gonna play that clip again, but even in that clip when they was talking about it, the 15-year-old, he kept saying it. He was the most, the crazy part about that whole conversation with the minor is the only one that seemed like he had any sense. He was the only one. He was the one like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get me in a Rico, like, nah, I don't nah, I'm not into that. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not a Kendrick fan. No, I'm not this. I'm not that. No, no. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying to shut it down and they just kept egging it on. They kept talking about it like, bruh, how about this? How about if it's like, what? Oh my goodness, man. Some of them conversations, I'm like, bruh, how y'all come up with this stuff? I don't even know how. I mean, them type of conversations, I can't even fathom that. Like my brain doesn't even activate in that type of mentality way. Like I would never be like, oh man, what happened if you was a girl and it's like what? Nah, bruh. Like what the nah. I can't even play like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them guys who could even play in that type of content, that kind of just that whole conversation. I couldn't even, it's nothing in that conversation where I would be like, oh, okay, I can kind of know. I couldn't sit and listen or be a part of that in any type of capacity. You feel me? And I would have let it be known, like, bro, this ain't a cool conversation. I'm actually uncomfortable. You feel me? I feel violated just sitting here listening to this. So for academics to have all this experience, for him to be in this game this long, knowing that, like he said, he the most hated YouTuber or content creator, whatever you want to call himself. If you know all these things, right? Why would you give him this type of fuel for the fire? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Why would you give him this type of fuel for the fire when he clearly said out of his own mouth, "Man, I'm the most hated streamer." So you just gave him all type of sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Like, what are you really doing out here? Like, exactly. Who does that? Yeah, you ain't lying. That's not people I surround myself with. Hell no, nothing like that at all, man. I don't play games. When it comes to kids, I don't play those type of games at all. No whatsoever. Like for real though. I mean, I'm so serious. I'm not even being funny. I'm not even trying to make it as a joking matter. Like when it comes to kids, I don't play around. Whether it's my kids or if I'm watching somebody else's kids, I don't play in that type of manner and whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like we can have fun and go places, go to theme parks or whatever. You feel me? But our conversation would never lead to that type of conversation. Like that's not something funny or oh, we was just joking around, we was just trolling. Nah, bruh. I don't troll like that. I don't troll with a minor talking in a sexual conversation. Never. Never. It's not cool. It's not something, oh man, I was off, I was high. I was high. I was off the henny that night. Nah, bruh. It's not enough henny. It's not enough Zaza to make me want to have that type of conversation with a minor. Never. Never. Matter of fact, I would feel uncomfortable even if it was brought up around me with a minor being there. Because I'm be, hold up, why are we having this type of conversation? Like, shut this down, man. You feel me? Like that's my mentality. Like for real, in real life. Nah, I don't get down like that in no type of way. You feel me? Even with little kids, like if I go to the doctor or go to the dentist office or something like that, and it be little kids, and especially if it's a little bit, toddler or something, even if they come close to me, I make sure I position myself where I'm not even directly standing in front of them like that. Like I don't even like that type of setting where I'm standing right in front of somebody else's kid, where I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm just sitting on top of them in the sense of standing there. I don't even like that. Like, call me weird, call me crazy, or whatever. I just always like to keep a little distance, especially because you know how people feel about their kids. I mean, I know how I feel about mine. And if these are completely strangers, I don't know these people at all. I just always like to keep a little distance. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to get mistaken or accidentally. No, none of that. You feel me? I just move like that because I really respect people, and of course their children. So I just think that maybe this will be a major wake up for academics. You know what? I think that if Act comes out of this, I can see him changing up his content. I can see it. He would have to. Because how many chances you think that these platforms are going to give him? Think about that. I mean, really think about it. You see what happened to the fresh and fit types, right? You know what I'm saying? They demonetized. I don't even know if I don't know who they everywhere they go. I always hear about them being demonetized or kicked off different platforms. See, I always talk about you have to protect your reputation. People don't want to hear that because that ain't the cool thing to hear. And, you know, I know a lot of folks just want the reckless and ratchet talk all the time. But man, when you talk about you trying to build a business, you trying to build yourself up to where, you could be able to get bigger bags, you have to understand your position. You got to understand that you don't want to come off as a liability. If somebody is trying to do a business deal, this is just in general content. If anybody is looking to do business with you, one thing they don't want to hear about or feel that it's going to be an issue is you being a liability to their money. Because if somebody give you money to promote whatever it is, they want to make sure you could come through with your agreement. And how can you do that when you are a liability for them? When you get demonetized, when you get kicked off different platforms, you understand? Like that all affect bottom line businesses, especially if somebody is paying you to promote them. That's just in general business. And then you got to also look at these platforms. If they can't use your content to put commercials on them or for them to find a way to monetize their profit off of your content, you're no good to them. So I'm saying all that to say this. How many times you think academics should be banned off of different platforms to where it get to a point where they don't want to do business with them anymore? See, once you get to a certain level, you got to understand the risk, the liability, the revenue, who gets paid. The bag gets bigger as you level up, right? But then the liability also gets bigger the higher you going up. Do you feel I'm just saying, man. I give y'all too much game on this mic, man. I should have how many my likes looking like, man. My likes should be looking crazy, man. Ain't nobody giving y'all this type of sauce on the mic, man. You feel me? A lot of folks talking about he being canceled, but I'm breaking it down for y'all, and I'm lacing your boots at the same time. You feel me? I'm just saying, man. You feel me? When I talk about a real life game spitter, this is what this is. I ain't just out here just talking reckless to y'all. You feel me? But let this be a lesson for those who looking at academics, you know what I'm saying? A fan of academics, and just know, man, just think of it like this, right? But when you think about somebody like Money Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, right? He's retired now, right? But at one point, Money Mayweather, I believe he was getting like 400 million or something like that a fight, or 300 million a fight, whatever the number is, right? I'm not exact on it, but the point of it is this, is that if they're able to pay Money Mayweather 400 million for a fight, imagine how much the people that's paying him, how much money they make. So what I'm saying is, don't never think that you bigger than the program, because if the program is paying you 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 100 million, nobody pays you and they're not making a bigger profit than you. So if they're willing to pay you, I'll break it down even simpler than that. If a job is willing to pay you $50 an hour, how much you think they're really making off of you? You feel what I'm saying? Nobody is willing, no business is in business just to break even. Nobody comes up with a business strategy, a collaboration deal where they're not making double, triple than what they gave you. So if they're not able to make double, triple of what they gave you, then you're not worth the risk. Do you? Just saying, man. I'm just saying. You got to understand that. A lot of people get this game twisted. In academics, you're no different than anybody else. Unless you're going to be the one that's going to be the boss of everything. Are you going to create your own Instagram or YouTube, or you feel me? Unless you're going to be that type, you're going to be a worker for somebody. We all workers to somebody, right? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with any of that. I'm just saying that when you are a worker for somebody or something, you still have obligations and requirements that you have to meet for you continuing to receive that bag. Yes. So what does that mean? Sean B. Stoller, what do you mean? That means once you become a liability, you not worth the bag. Once you become less than what they anticipate you to be, what's the purpose of doing business with you? Huh? Hey man. Hey man. I ain't the one who make the rules. I just try to figure out how to make the rules work for me in a positive way. Huh? That's why I talk about hustling in life in a legitimate way, is that you take whatever that's in front of you and you find a way to turn that into a demand, turn that into finances, turn that into, you know, you want to turn it into opportunity to put you in a better position for a better deal later. Where that terminology come when they say it gets better or it gets greater later. That's part of you building yourself up, because you're preparing yourself, you setting up yourself to be in position, right? Be recognized and get paid, and being paid for what what you're helping people with, or how you fixing the demand, or how you providing for that demand, right? At a high level. Now you want to be compensated with finances to match the demand of what you bring into the table. Do you? Come on, man. Come on, man. I give y'all too much sauce, man. Too much sauce. Too much sauce. I did a video about 2 years ago. It was called Make Them Need You. Make them need you. That's how you get in position. You have to be able to either create a demand, or if you're able to execute a demand better than the average, where, yeah, other people may do this thing that you do, but they don't do it like you do it, right? And you able to get people to invest into you or want to do business with you. Now we talking. Because, yeah, you can go anywhere to get a burger, but when you come to my burger shop, you know what I'm saying? My cashier is nice to you. The hostess, it's very pleasant, easy on the eyes. The waitress or waiter are very, are very personal to whatever you need. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, sometimes it's not the product, it's how you present your product and the manner of how you offering it. Because you can get a burger anywhere, but can you get the same customer service? Can you get the same, you feel me, detail of how they treat you and how they make sure they accommodate the things that you like? And then once you come there enough times, you don't even have to tell them. They already know what you want. So to me, that's part of you being able to become successful, because what happens is you get to a point where you start executing at a high level, and that's just, it's like second nature to you. But the flip side of that is, once you get to that level, now you have to maintain that level. And some people get too big for their britches. Some people get to a level where, man, I finally got the 10 million I wanted. I finally got the 2 million I want. Now they switch up their whole mentality because they finally got in position. Now they can show you their true character. Now they can show you that, man, I wasn't really cool with any of this. You know what I'm saying? I was only doing this to get in position. Now that I'm in position, now you're going to see my real attitude. You're going to see my real nasty work of things, of how I treat people and react to things and respond to people, treat people, be surrounded with certain type of people. You following what I'm saying? And the only time they want to be real with you is when they falling down. Do you? Hey man, I didn't make the rules. I'm just playing the game, the cards that was dealt. Huh? I'm just saying, man. What'd you say, Tiny? You on fire tonight? Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know, sometimes, what I'm saying, you catch me on one of them good ones, man. Because I did a video earlier too. Shout out to Tiny again too, because I know you liked the video I dropped earlier today. The funch, what I say, the funch way of the bootay. The funch way of the bootay. Yeah, that was a great video. Y'all need to check that out too, man. I'm telling you, I'm very active on my channel. I drop videos weekly. I go live weekly. Sometimes I throw in a few shorts. So my channel is very active. You know what I mean? So it's a treat when you come to my channel. You feel me? We growing, we bubbling, but we gonna keep it moving. And just know, my content gonna always be circled around real life game. You feel me? We sprinkle in a little fluff here and there, but after that, then we get back to the real conversation. You know? But I just think overall, man, will academics get canceled? I can't answer that. Only the people that helped build them can really respond to that and give you the answer. But I can tell you this though. No one is bigger than the program. Nobody can really get out of the matrix. The only thing you can do is find a way to make it work for you and to not get to a point where you feel like can't nobody touch you. Because once you get to a point where you feel like you can't be touched, that's when they get to knocking at your door, handing you that eviction notice. You got 3 days. Matter of fact, you got 24 hours. We're going to lock the doors, and any property that's left inside, we own it. You know what I'm saying? So I think overall, though, I'm very as a person that watch academics from time to time, I'm very disappointed in Act. I thought he had a little bit more. I thought he had a little bit more in him than that. But on the flip side, I know he's born from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? He come from Jamaica. You know, their culture out there is totally different than us. And I'm not saying he did anything. I'm just saying he's not really he's not from the culture, but he's a part of the culture based on how he came in the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't born into this, but he understand what the stakes are, and I just think that he got to a point where, like I said, he felt like he was untouchable, and as you could clearly see, anybody can be touched, Playboy. You feel me? Go ask Diddy. You feel me? So I want to thank y'all for watching this live tonight. I hope I inspired. I hope I was enlightening. I hope I gave you some type of mental stimulation to help you get your life in a better space, to help you put yourself in a better position. You feel me? Because to me, to have success, you have to find a way to create leverage for yourself. You have to find a way to create leverage. And if you want to hear more about that, you got to hit that subscribe button. You feel me? On this channel, because I lace your boots with real life game. You feel me? So I want to thank y'all for watching this live tonight. I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all really came through for me too. Big shout out to Tiny. You one of my regulars. Who else we had in the building? Oh yeah, Queen Shay. That's one of my regulars. What's up, Queen Shay? A couple other folks. I'm not familiar with y'all, but shout out to everybody too. I don't know who is this. Definitely not Andrew Garfield. I don't even know who that is. What do you like, men? What the what? I don't even know what this is. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. I don't know who. I don't know what that is on here though, but shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, and just know, man, no matter what level of life you're at, you know how you conduct yourself, how you present yourself is always key. You want to have confidence, but you don't want to be over cocky. Not everybody needs to know all of your business, but if you're trying to get in the business, you definitely want to show that you bring value to a business. You feel me? Sean B. Stolen. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow.